Raw Foods bolsters its leadership team with seasoned VPs of marketing and sales. Let's get into it. And welcome to Innovate Marketing Daily. Today is February 1st, 2024. My name is Shawn P. Neal, and we are brought to you by MyPodcast.Media. MyPodcast.Media produces amazing podcasts for brands just like yours. So if you're considering launching a podcast for your marketing or communication strategy, make sure you visit MyPodcast.Media. All right, we've got a great show for you today, so without further ado, and thanks so much for joining me on this very first day of February 2024. First day of February, of course, means that we are pushing through that halfway point of Q1, and it's been amazing. And first day of February also marks two special things that I want to point out here real quick. So first of all, it is National Freedom Day. National Freedom Day here in the U.S., and that means that today marks the day that Abraham Lincoln signed a resolution that would later become known as the 13th Amendment in our Constitution, abolishing slavery. The second noteworthy thing is that today also is the first day of Black History Month. So I encourage you to celebrate, learn, and grow with these holidays. All right, now, with that being said, let's get into the story. This one comes to us from South Lake, Texas. I wonder if they have sunshine in Texas today. You heard it. If you haven't been tuning in, I'm suffering from a lack of sunshine. So I'm just envious of all these places that are probably enjoying sun right now. All right, South Lake, Texas, let's see what you've got. It's a good story because Raw Foods, a pioneer in food tech and functional foods, announced that Stephanie Browder and Christopher Williams recently joined the company as Vice President of Marketing and Vice President of Sales, respectively, both reporting to Barry Didato, President of Raw Foods. Huge, 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 huge. Congratulations to both of you. Pause for an applause. All right, before we go any further, I want to talk just a little bit about Raw Foods, who they are, what they do, and then we'll get back to the story. So, focusing on human health, wellness, and longevity, Raw Foods brings great tasting, highly functional foods to market through research, innovation, and unrelenting vigilance. Now, their growing portfolio of brands can be found in thousands of retailers and restaurants throughout the U.S. and includes brands such as Wild About Sprouts, Mixmi frozen yogurt, and Wild About bread. And they all share the simple purpose, and that's bringing to life more wholesome, healthy, restorative food options for all. All right, now let's get back to this story and talk about these two new appointments. Very exciting. So first up is Stephanie Browder. Now, Stephanie is a dynamic marketing strategist who brings a wealth of experience in marketing for multi-million-dollar brands. She joins Raw Foods from a notable tenure at Avocados from Mexico, where she played a pivotal role in bolstering brand growth and doubling sales by spearheading initiatives across shopper and digital marketing and driving strategic expansion in the food service sector. Very nice. Now, prior to joining Avocados from Mexico, Stephanie worked for leading CPG companies, including Frito-Lay, Dr. Pepper Snapple Group, and Mission Foods. She holds an undergraduate degree from Penn State University and an MBA from the University of Texas at Dallas. Very good addition there. Now, let's talk about Chris Williams, because Chris has a diverse background in the food industry with experience in both large, well-established companies and early-stage startups across various categories. Now, before joining Raw Foods, he worked at Mikey's, a company specializing in better-for-you frozen snacks. At Mikey's, he served in a leadership role overseeing sales strategy and customer development, which led to significant growth and the company's acquisition in 2023. Prior to his time at Mikey's, Chris held various positions in sales, customer management, and trade marketing at several prominent food companies, including Fish People Seafood, White Wave Foods, now part of Danone North America, and Tyson Foods. Now, Chris holds a bachelor's degree of science from Auburn University. All right, two great appointments here coming into Raw Foods as we look in Q1 and forward for 2024. Please, wherever you're watching or listening to this, make sure you reach out into the comment section and give a huge shout out to both of these individuals for their new appointments and what they'll be doing there at Raw Foods. They both are very highly qualified. I think you have seen that. And of course, what we know is that whenever we bring new leadership in, it's kind of exciting from the outside, especially to be able to watch how their leadership style, how their philosophy in their particular respects of what they do will affect the future of the company and what they do going forward. So always pay attention to those things as you wish them well and cheer them on in their growth. Now, speaking of growth, I'm sure you're wondering, you're just chomping at the bit to know how you can help us grow this podcast, right? I'm sure you are. I know I am. So here it is. Very simple. It's very, very easy. It won't take but just a second out of your day. All you have to do is find that subscribe button. It looks a little like this. And when you find that subscribe button, make sure that you tap it or click it or whatever you need to do on whatever device you're listening on. And that will put you in the loop. That means that every time we release a new episode, you will be notified. And we're here Monday through Friday, bringing you great stories just like this about marketing and branding and business growth. That is my time today, friends. Until we meet again, please stay safe and be well. See ya.